Hi guys, this is Chris from My3DBase, and today I would like to show you the new NG-3. So let's have a look at some of the details and let's find out what makes this thing tick. So let's first have a look at how it compares in terms of size to the standard NG-2, and I've tried to put them next to one another here, and you'll see it's a little bit shorter compared to the NG-2. Looking at the profile, we'll also see that it is slightly wider, and this has to do with the fact that I'm using a different type of flywheel which has been specifically designed for the NG-3. So let's have a look at the main features first. There is a separate Rev Trigger down here. I had versions of the NG-3 which had a single trigger only, meaning that the single trigger would rev up the flywheels and also launch a rival round. But I found that using a separate Rev Trigger gives you a way more control. So it has a separate Rev Trigger. And let's have a look at the magwells. So one of the major, I should say, design challenges here was that a lot of the features in here deviate a lot from the NG-2. So the NG-2 is for half-length darts. So I had to revise all this because the Talon mag, sorry, not the Talon mag, but the rival mag works in a different way. So instead of having it come in from the bottom, it is now tilted 90 degrees and comes in, feeds in from the rear. So you have the magwell here. It grabs the mag with little teeth down here, so it has a very secure fit, so it will not fall out. It is actually it's more, it's a mixture of friction fit and how shall I say, form fit. Those teeth that we have internally here, they grab, or they are actually spring loaded and they grab the mag. Right, so let's drop out this round here. What else? So as I've mentioned, the flywheels are somewhat larger. Again, they are printed in ABS. And this is also true for the motor mount. So the motor mount is printed in ABS and the flywheels are printed in ABS and not PLA. And this has to do with the fact that they can potentially get warm. The rest of the blaster is printed in PLA. So one word of advice is, again, for the PLA, this is something you don't want to leave in a car on a hot summer day because it will potentially warp. So the battery actually goes in here, so there's a lid in the back here that opens up, and this is also where you can put in your battery. So let's quickly go ahead and do that. It's connected. So this is a 2S battery I'm putting in here, and as for the normal NG-2, this is again a 2S setup. I could go for 3S as well, but this would require a different motor, and I like to maintain that commonality with the standard NG-2. So that snaps into place, and now we would be good to go. The battery is in here. Let's quickly wrap it up. Right, so up front here, if we take this one off, the barrel is actually has a thread on top here, so you can put on a lot of, you can put on different extensions if you want. In this case, it is a hop-up like you use in paintball. So a lot of work went into the semi-auto mechanism. In the beginning, the first versions I had of the NG-3 were full auto. This is caused by the fact that the magazine is now tilted, and what will happen is if you unlock the mag, the spring will push out all the rival balls at once, and this is then directly or easily converted into a full auto mechanism. So basically, if you unlock it, it will, I don't want to lose the balls here, but it would, yeah, it will just push all the rival balls into the flywheel. So it's easy to come up with a full auto mechanism. And then I figured, geez, let's have a look at if we potentially can make this semi-auto. So I think from version 14 I started working on a semi-auto mechanism instead, and this is version 17, the last one that is actually going into production. So this is a fully semi-auto mechanism. Right, so as I said, the motors are the same that we use in the NG-2 for 2S, and FPS I've measured is around 100, so max 100, average around 90. Over here we have, the same, just a different color scheme. And again, I've tried to keep the design, the overall design, as compact as I possibly could. This helps to reduce print times, but it also gives you a very, very compact blaster. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and launch a few balls to show you guys the performance. So that's a quick summary of the NG-3. If you have more questions, feel free to post them down below in the comment section. And that's about it for me. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.